I have already begun the bullshitting.
You have already begun the bullshitting. Hello, viewers. If there are any of you, hello, hello. We're kind of waiting for Kapuchu, but since apparently there are two of you, there are two holes of you. One of you I probably am not sure who is. The other one I know who is. That's not the point.
What are you?
But since you guys are already here, we figured we could just talk bullshit for the first 15 minutes and say hello, because Kapuchu says he'll be 15 minutes late because he's moving because of rats. I think that's enough. I think. So hello, I am Jamie Runa. You're on my channel, and this is my dear friend Frosty. Introduce yourself, Frosty.
Konnichiwa. I'm not rude, you're just talking.
No, I'm not talking at all. I just don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't know. Oh, perfect timing. We both lifted our cup.
Skull.
Skull. Cheers. Bring me a pint. Hold on. If I could get a little drunk if I wanted to.
Now, Frizzle, you put that down. In some
I
countries,
will.
you're still underage. You're still underage somewhere, Frosty.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
I miss being underage. Fuck, I feel old now. I'm not even that old. But I'm still 9 days older than you, Frosty.
But I was born 2 weeks too late.
9 days.
I was supposed to be born on the 13th.
Well, to be honest, I've heard October 13th is a very unlucky day, so you should be happy you're on the 27th.
Yep.
Oh, we have a third viewer! Ah! Oh no, now they're gone. We lost them. I think we scared them.
Hello. Wait, if every time a new viewer comes, I'm supposed to do this. Hold on. Come on. Start up. Damn you, system. I'm supposed to.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no, why are you doing this? Ha!
Hello, and welcome to APA, Manga Edition.
Or
Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop that.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we've introduced ourselves. So we'll be discussing the first 16 chapters of Hana Yori Dango, and we're really glad that Kapuchu can come because Frosty and I have basically finished all of Hana Yori Dango, and we are, in our own ways, very obsessed with the series, so we have seen various things, read various things, and researched various things, so we'll be spoiler friendly, but Kapuchu will just be like, no hey, I didn't see that. That was not a thing. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
What are you gonna do?
That's the thing. What you gonna do about it, huh?
You're
Okay,
gonna
now,
talk
Frosty,
like
you behave yourself.
talk like Robert De Niro when he is sort of like this Italian. What you gonna do about it? Eh? I can't do it.
What you gonna do about it, huh?
What you gonna do about it? Huh? I can kick your ass, huh?
I have like the worst. Look, that's not real Italian though. That's like American Italian. That's New York Italian.
Yeah. If I could speak with a proper Italian accent, that would be so cool. Especially
I know,
thinking
right?
the final exams of English. Like, oh god. Hey,
It would be
how
so
you
cool
doing,
if you
man?
could get extra marks for doing an accent for your oral exams.
Yeah.
Just rock up in there with your Jamaican accent, man.
Hey, but hey, how you doing, man?
Hello? Are you bringing me my dessert? Shh, I'm on air. Are you bringing me my dessert? Give me my dessert. Thank you. Can I have something to eat it with, like a fork, please? Thank you. They may have brought me dessert because they went out to eat. Please look how beautiful that is. Can you see how beautiful that is?
Oh.
I know, right? I'm
Mhm.
very excited. I'm very excited. Very excited. This is so unprofessional. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Please do close the door behind you. What are you doing? Stop watching me wrestle with the dessert thing.
Hey, wrestling. All right.
Yes, I'm wrestling with it. I got a piece of heaven in my mouth. Close that door. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, hello, where were we?
We were bullshitting, as you would call it.
Look, anyone who knows us knows we don't give no shits, so it's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. This is so good.
I'm in heaven.
I'm in heaven.
Oh boy.
I said, I'm in heaven.
Hear ye, motherfuckers! I'm in heaven. That sound though.
Yum 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 yum.
Yum 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 yum.
That's who's watching. Hey, Chris. Now I know who else is watching. I actually bothered to look. I cared. I cared. That is, guys. If you want to know something, you just have to care a little, and you will learn. These 15 minutes are passing so slowly.
So slow.
Okay, Frosty. So, let us tell everyone about your exposure to Hana Yori Dango.
Excuse me. Well, I'm gonna make it short.
I'm pushing for time here. You don't make it short. You take time.
I'm trying to find the words I need.
Should I go first, and then you can just copy me where it applies?
How about we supply each other? I start, and then you can supply me with my words, yo.
You mean like I usually do?
Yeah, why not? All right,
just go with it.
Hana Yori Dango. Dango? Well,
Hana Yori Dango.
Hana Yori. Fuck it. No.
Hana Yori Dango.
Hana Yori Dango.
Quick fact. Hana Yori Dango, if you directly translate it, it's actually flowers over dumplings, which is actually the way that you would say, no, it's dumplings over flowers, sorry. Completely screwed that up. It's dumplings over flowers. The point of that saying means that you prefer to have more practical things over aesthetically pleasing things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you may continue.
Okay, so, this manga, which is something that I don't usually read because I'm very picky about mangas.
Is it because of the drawing style that you say you're picky, or because of what it's about?
Usually I'm not the type to read, typical romance manga like that could happen in real life, sort of, ish.
So you mean you're all about fantasy, Mr. Vampire Hunter D?
I like something that's out of the ordinary. Not your usual stuff, but I have read, after reading this, I thought that it was actually a pretty good one, even though it wasn't really my thing to begin with. So when I read it for the first time, I kept reading it, and I spent an entire fucking day reading that manga. And
I finished the entire manga in 2 days.
Yeah, I just one day done. Then I thought it was. I liked what kept me going was actually these funny little moments. These
like which
sort
one?
of.
Try keep it within the first 16 chapters, though.
Well, there is in the beginning of I think it's the first chapter already. The main character and her friend, I can't remember the names. Fucking hell.
Tsukushi.
Yeah.
Tsukushi and her friend, who nobody knows the name of because she disappears 4 chapters later.
Yeah. There was this where they are both attending this fancy ass school that starts all the way down to from kindergarten to university, and it's usually for rich people and high end folks. So there's this girl who comes walking in with a new Louis Vuitton bag, and knowing that what their brand is fucking expensive, to be honest. It can cost all the way up to, let's say, $10,000 or even more. Which is
much more than that. That's like the cheapest handbag, dude.
The cheapest I've seen is 20,000 Danish, and
which is 40,000 rand.
Yeah. So
Which, in saying that, is $4,000.
Yes, there's something about that. So, her friend, the blonde girl you will meet in the first 4 chapters, short-haired, like jaw cut, I think, is is Tsushizuka, if that's the name, right?
Oh, no.
Shizuka?
Shit. Spoiler! Spoiler alert! We're not ready for spoilers, guys.
Okay, so her friend talks to the main character, the protagonist of the story.
Tsukushi!
Yeah, Chikushi!
Tsukushi!
Something with that. She's always got these new expensive bags, and oh, she's so fancy, blah blah blah, stuck up a bitch or something. And then she said something weird. She's probably gonna come over to them and brag about the bag. What did she do? She did indeed come over, brag about it, and the protagonist's friend, who was all like, "Oh, I hate her. She's such a bitch," blah blah blah, just went, "Oh, hello!" Like she just changed like in 2.5 seconds or something. That's what I like in the manga. Like, just these funny little moments when one character go from, like, let's say, pissed off or jealous or anything to like, "Oh, hello, darling, how you doing?" Like,
I know, right? But that's just like one of the ways that they're trying to illustrate how like two-faced they are there. Now I'm getting hot, for Pete's sake, stupid tea. You know, this is one of the things I hate about winter. Like, okay, it's technically autumn now. Okay, it's technically autumn now, but one of the things I hate about it is like you put a jersey on because you're cold, but like 2 seconds later it's like it's too hot for this. You take it off, it's like it's too cold for this. Ha!
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're flying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hana Yori Dango is basically exactly what I was looking for when I found it, because I like simple and realistic romances. I hate it when things get too dramatic. Like, for example, I watched an anime named Peach Girl once. It was just so fucking dramatic. Like, I hated it so much. And, like, there was also this one I watched called Bokura ga Ita. I didn't even finish watching it.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, why are you overcomplicating? So when I found Hana Yori Dango, I was like, hey, there's bullying in this. I can relate to this. And it's like, ooh, this sounds juicy. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, it focuses on Tsukushi, who is a really poor girl. She comes from a really poor background. And her mother makes sure that they, like, spend all their monies to send her to this school. I think it's called Eitoku Gakuen?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she goes there and she's just like, okay, all of these people are super rich. I'm just going to keep my head down and have the most normal 3 years ever and I'll be fine. But then what happens is she ends up standing up for her friend, because the only reason things would not be normal is because of the group known as the F4. Now with the F4, they're led by a very tyrannical, sort of dictatory kind of douchebag. Yeah. And the point is, the 4 of them are like the richest in the whole school. Like, their parents built that school. They're so friggin' rich. And I think I'm having a little bit of connection issues. Can you still hear me okay? Let me turn that down.
I can hear you.
It's just that the picture keeps cutting, so I've just had to lower the detail. Sorry, viewers. Anyway, so what happens is if you do anything to offend, especially the leader of the F4, you get a red notice, and the entire school turns against you. Like, they throw garbage on you, they spread the most disgusting rumors about you, you know, that kind of stuff. It is so good. And so her friend, like, nearly really badly offends the leader of the F4. So Tsukushi's like, hey man, you're a bastard. You ain't even earned a single yen in your life. All you got is your daddy's money. Girl. You know it, girl. And then he was like, oh, is that so? And then she got a red notice. And it's so good. It's so good.
Well, you can relate it to real life, so.
It's very, like, it's still very, like, out of sorts. Take it. Where's she at? Where are you? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get Kapuchu in here.
Get in here, you.
I don't know where he is. Are you done yet? Hello?
Are you home?
I know he's not online anymore. Frosty! Oh, there he is! I found him! I see him! I see you. I see you, boy. I keep like the connection like cuts a little bit.
I see you, boy.
Hey viewers! Hey viewers! Are you having problems with this connection here? Oh goodness.
Hey, good to see me.
Huh? What?
I
Hey
just-
viewers, are you having any connection problems? Is it aside from the usual delay-ish kind of lagging? Is the picture cutting out for you guys? Anything? Oh well, it's still kind of it's okay. Still kind of okay. Hello? Frosty, keep talking, otherwise I'll think I've disconnected. Thank you, jeez. Kapuchu, where are you? He's not responding to me. He's just being a dick. Where is he?
Douchebag.
Where is he?
Just an ink. Hang on my hand.
Eh. Okay, now.
Do the creepy face.
Okay. Oh, I have response! Skype refuses to work on my laptop. Send me the link here.
What? What?
I can just invite you on Google Plus, you know. I really feels like it keeps the picture just like keeps disappearing. My picture keeps disappearing.
What?
My picture just like suddenly disappears, and then it's just like my profile picture, and it's like, it's okay, we got this, yo. We got this. Yo.
Well, you're not disappearing at all on my end. Your picture is clear and voice is clear, so.
And worse is clear. I beg your pardon.
Voice. That creepy face. So
there we go. Okay, viewers. Okay, viewers. Fine, guys.
I have a lining.
You have a what now?
Look at my hair. Look, it looks like I'm made of lion. You can't see my neck.
It looks like you're made of lion. I'm sorry, what?
A lion, you know, the mane of a lion.
The lion.
What the fuck?
The mane. The mane's lion. The mane's lion. Ah.
The mane's lion. Oh.
Amazing. Oh.
It worked.
Oh. Kapuchu God! Ha! Hello.
He's alive.
And here we go.
And we can hear you, and we can see you. Hello.
Hello.
We have spent the last 18 minutes just bullshitting here. We're just like,
I spent the last 4.5 hours moving, so shut up.
meh. It's not my fault you had rats in your apartment.
Yeah. Send the cats in. The cat's gonna
Kapuchu, stop copying me. Okay, so everyone, say hello to Kapuchu. Rusty, that means you. Say hello.
Yeah, we both
Here we
did.
go.
Hello, Kapuchu.
And Kapuchu read the whole manga thingy that we had set. All 16 chapters. Round of applause, everyone.
Plus 2 pages of chapter 17.
Oh shit!
Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize it went to chapter 17. I
Here,
was in a
have an Oscar.
daze. I was in a daze. Just get it over with.
Rusty,
Yeah.
stop showing us your hentai.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we're all here, we've already given the spoiler-free sort of summary, and we've had the slightest of discussions that which didn't reveal anything really. So now, if you don't want to be spoiled, and if you enjoyed listening to absolute bullshit, you may leave. But if you want to be spoiled, or you don't give two shits if you get spoiled, welcome! And let's begin.
Can I leave then? I don't want to get spoiled.
Well, as long as you control Frosty and I, we won't spoil anything, because that's one of the reasons I wanted you here, because Frosty and I are rather passionate about this manga, mostly me.
Someone just sent me a picture of a pony fighting a giant bull.
Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say we can see your hands, but we can't see you. What the?
We could
fuck
see
is
his
going
hands
on?
and his crotch. Thank you for the view of your crotch, Kapuchu. That was a very.
You're welcome.
I'm scared. Life.
Oh,
Mega line one at a time.
I'll pass. Thanks. It's a very short line.
Oh, hey!
Boom.
A short line and a short wait.
Shut up, washboard.
Wow. It's all right. When I don't got into chest, I got into ass. So it's fine. It's all fine.
That's bullshit.
It's true.
I'm not gonna say
But
anything.
you wouldn't know.
Exactly, bullshit.
So you're saying you got ass instead of chest eats?
Exactly. Because I mean, come on. Everyone knows that there are two kinds of guys. You get the ass guys and you get the boobage guys. And then you get the rare ones who are the both guys. But, you know, it's kind of rare. So I'm
I got
saying that,
boob
Kapuchu, which one are you? Are you a boob guy or an ass guy?
You already know we talked about it a year and a half ago.
Exactly, which means I've forgotten. You seem to overestimate the capability of my memories.
Oh, right. That's true, it's you.
Exactly! I'm the queen of derailment, remember?
Okay, which must mean that you're at some point my wife, since I'm the king of it. We know that from experience here on the podcast. I'm the one derailing it
You
all.
haven't experienced Hamazaki's derailment, so you can't say you're the king of it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, right, derailment. I
He's
thought
good
you
at
meant derailment.
That's when derailment is so bad, there's a new word for it.
Yeah, I thought you meant
Just shitting
derailment.
off the screen.
I thought
Of
you were
course.
actually saying things properly.
Wow, Kapuchu.
Can we get back on the track, please?
On the track, yes, let's get back on the track, guys. Okay,
Let's
Kapuchu.
make the creepy faces.
Kapuchu, as a boyish boy of boiliness, what did you think of what you read?
Bullshit.
It was a manga clearly targeted at girls. That's really the only thing I could say. Throughout the first 8 chapters, I was literally bored. I was constantly looking up what chapter am I at? 7. 2 minutes later, what chapter am I at? 8. I was legitimately bored. I didn't think it was very interesting, at least not from a boy's perspective. It had all of the cliches from from a typical
Look,
manga that's
To
directed
be
at
fair,
girls.
though, it's from 1992, so that's one of the original mangas that use those cliches. So just think about that.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
it
just
is.
saying. Just
It's-
saying.
That cliche about the mysterious guy that I'm so in love with because he's mysterious and he's actually kind of thick, but I still love him because why the fuck not? That cliche is so old. I don't even know how to express it.
It's okay, Kapuchu. You're a cliche, so everything's fine.
I know.
Okay, Frosty, now that we've heard the ragey hormonal boys version, what's yours? What do you think? What are your feels?
About the manga? Oh boy.
No, about Harry Potter.
Harry
Well,
is
that-
an arrogant son of a bitch.
What?
Harry is an arrogant son of a bitch. If you actually look at him, he's really arrogant.
Yeah.
His father
Thank
is even worse, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't know that. Okay, now back on track, guys. I was just being sarcastic. Jeez.
Alright, so I have my feelings for this manga have reawakened after rereading it again. All these happy feelings, all these ish.
What did I say? It was aimed at girls.
Well, we are girls. Just
Yeah.
deal with it, Kapuchu. Ah!
Yeah.
See, last I checked, I was a girl. But okay.
Prove
You
it.
lost if you check, Frosty.
I'm not gonna prove it on air.
No one wants you to prove it. We just want to make sure you checked. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I got the
So
hair,
you're
okay?
saying when we're offline?
Stop getting hopeful, you pervert.
Am I supposed to stick the little green thing up? Yeah. What I showed you earlier, Jordan, you should know. The green one. But okay, back to the manga. So, the manga was sort of... It created all these mixed feelings depending on the situation of where the protagonist will be set to try and overcome certain things, like the date that happens. I'm not gonna say anything that happens. What happens in the
No,
date?
too far ahead. What are you doing? Ah! It's
Date?
too far ahead.
Shh. I'm not gonna say when it comes. There are hints of when, but I'm not gonna say when it comes. So it's
How far
it's
ahead of
not
you?
that far. I'm at
Frosty
chapter
and I have
20, I
both
think.
finished it before.
Huh?
Yeah, I read it once completely, and I finished at chapter 20 today. So
Oh, that explains it because I only read it to chapter 16, so...
Which was the agreed amount. So,
Yeah.
let's say...
Yeah. But the manga, in short, I would say it's good because it gives you so many feels. You would have all these emotions coming through you. If you're a girl, or if you like
coming
manga
through
like that,
here.
even though you're a boy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like them. So yeah, it's really sweet and funny. All these funny moments. Ah!
Kapuchu,
I
what's
love
that
them.
you're drinking? Is that a Coke or is that a beer? Because I would imagine right now you need a beer to deal with us.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I have 5 more beers left. Is that enough?
Oh, do you want this? You can have this. I know where you live, so I can come by and give you this.
I
Bacardi.
also have a couple of those.
Bacardi is a chick drink. Come on.
This is absinthe.
I'm saying
is
Bacardi
absinthe.
because I know that's absinthe. I'm saying
That's
what
clean
you
alcohol.
had was Bacardi.
It's only 55%, not that bad. And this small bottle here is half absinthe, half water.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, it's
Alcoholic. Typical Dane.
rødgrød med fløde.
Hey! Rødgrød med fløde.
And now
What
she's
is wrong with
talking.
it?
Oh. Hey, fløde! Fløde!
What is wrong with it? Bleh, 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 bleh. I still can't
You
say it
sound like
properly.
this.
Damn it, Hama.
Fløde!
Well, look on the bright side of it.
Fløde.
Jordan, I'd say there are 2 bright sides of it. One, it's much better than when I actually started teasing you about it, and you actually started trying to say it. 2, the other positive thing, I managed to get us derailed again.
Okay, back to it. Now it's my turn. This
What
is
the-
like one of my favorites of all
Jordan.
time.
Jordan,
What?
your picture disappeared.
It keeps doing that. See, I told you, Frosty, you're not paying enough attention to me. Is it back yet?
It didn't disappear
Nope.
on my end.
Ah, now it's back. Wow,
It's
what
back.
the
It's
fuck?
actually-
What?
For a couple of seconds, it just froze with Frosty just staring up at it. Yeah, sound like.
See? I got the creepiness.
Hey guys, come on! I want to say my piece.
Okay.
Hana Yori Dango is like one of my
Right, disappeared
favorites of
again.
all time. I was obsessed with it for a long time. Like, I read the entire manga, I watched the entire anime, I watched the Japanese live action adaptation. I watched the Taiwanese one. I want to watch the Korean one at some point. Never ever ever watched the one from Hong Kong / mainland China because that one is really shit. Or so I've heard.
Yeah. I've seen one episode, I didn't like it.
Oh, and I even took a peek at the recently made Kickstarter-funded English version.
Hmm?
You
Just-
Tsukushi is a dancer, and it's an art school that Eitoku is. It's an art school. So she does a dance audition. I swear to God, she looks like she's pole dancing. It's like, what are you doing?
Why?
What is happening here?
Why you do this to us? Why you do this to us?
Not to mention the guys that they cast as the F4 were all very ugly. So I wasn't very happy about that.
Just nah.
Just nah.
Alright, back on track, please.
But, like, seriously, as someone who was bullied in school, it spoke to me. And as someone who wishes I could have stood up for myself like that, it spoke to me. But at the same time, all the romanticness, the romanticfulness, that was a bonus of goodness for me. Okay, wait, now. This is an important question that I want to ask Frozzty. Specifically Frozzty, because I know Kapuchu doesn't really have one, but I'm going to ask Frozzty. Which character is your favorite? Overarching characters, and then out of the F4.
Oh man, I don't who to pick. No, I think you know the woman who cut her hair, the one who had
I think she's Shizuka or Shiruka.
Yeah, something like.
Yeah, Shiruka.
No, I think it was Shizuka.
Yeah, Shizuka.
Shizuka, yeah.
I like her the most because of her bravery of what she does to follow her dream to study something abroad.
Like, wait, hold on a second. I just realized that's from chapter 17. You're spoiling.
Fuck.
No, I actually know that she went to France.
But then wait, when did that happen? Because when I looked, chapter 16 was like the perfect place for us to end when I looked. I was like, what?
It's mentioned at some point.
It's mentioned earlier that she came back from France.
Yes, but that's because she just went to study there, because she came back to visit. But the part that Frosty's talking about her bravery, that's far. That's a bit far beyond.
Yeah,
but that is the main reason why I like her the most. Of what she has the balls to cut off what she does, you know.
Well, the thing is, it's a very important thing in Japan. Like, when it comes to Japanese culture, the ojo-sans always have like the super long, flowing, luscious hair. But when they show that they are cutting ties with their family and breaking away from them, they cut their hair short.
The hair is the symbol of the bond or the ties they have. So
it's a sign of their lineage, you could say. It's kind of like a sign of their lineage and their heritage.
I didn't know that.
You see? I told you you're spoiling! Ah! Okay, so Shizuka is your favorite, like, overarching character. Who's your favorite of the F4?
Of the douchebags?
Yeah.
I would have to say the guy with the curly hair. Just...
Domyoji.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The guy that has that gigantic crush on the protagonist?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so painfully obvious, I wanted to smack myself.
That's the point. It's supposed to be obvious to everyone but him and Tsukushi.
No, because it's obvious to him as well.
So...
He knows it. He just denies it. He's in denial.
Thing is, he's got like a super sister complex as well, so...
Oh yeah, that's true. That's actually how it all started. Because she stood up to him, she literally kicked him, and then he fell in love with her.
Yep, because you got a flashback to what his sister did, so he has like a huge sister complex.
I gotta try that.
I beg your pardon?
Wow,
please tell me how it goes.
So
it might work.
I want to know how it goes.
This is that you really want a sister complex, or that you really want to attack someone who has a brother complex?
No, just want to see if King someone could make them fall in love with me.
Is that how you Vikings woo your women? Is that a thing?
No, we just raped them.
Whoa! Crossing the line! Whoa!
And that's kind of how it went when the Vikings went plundering. They raped
Yeah.
them. And
Yeah.
Some better women. This is
look at the Swedes. You've seen the result of the Picky Vikings. You've seen the result.
The Piggy Vikings?
Yeah, P-I-C-K-Y.
Oh, the Picky. Pikey?
Vikings.
The Pikey Vikings? Are they Pikeys?
Yeah, but you've seen
Vikings.
the result. Some of the Swedish girls are widely known to be, well, gorgeous, and I'm just here average. Kind of.
Look, all of Scandinavia is the friggin' land of the beautiful. You shut up. Ah!
I think my mirror's broken then.
Either that or you don't have enough
So
of a
deep.
narcissistic ego.
I'm not that kind of an ego-centered person.
Ego-centered.
Egocentric. Egocentric.
Okay. So you decided Domyoji was your favorite of the F4. That's not fair, because Domyoji is my favorite. Now I have to choose Hanazaru.
No, you
I
don't.
can't-
You don't have.
I can't choose.
You don't have to choose someone different.
My
That's-
favorite is Domyoji, but that's a sellout, because at the same time I love all the F4 characters. Ah!
There's actually one F4 character I think isn't that bad.
Which one?
The guy with the shoulder long, wavy hair.
Mm.
Is that the
yeah.
that the older woman? Is that the older womanizer or the normal womanizer? That's how I differentiate
think
them.
that's the normal guy. I think the older
Yeah.
one is the one with the short hair. But the reason why I actually think he isn't that bad is because he's one of the. I think he's the only one that actually tells that Jumanji, or whatever he's called, to.
Jumanji.
Yeah,
Jumanji!
I can't remember his name, okay? It was confusing.
Domyoji.
Jumanji.
Yeah, him.
Jumanji.
He was the only one that actually told him to cut back and aren't we going too far and so on. He was the only one that was actually restraining himself.
Well, he was the only one who was caring to try and restrain Domyoji, because the thing is, the others just don't give two shits. They don't give no shits.
Yeah, and
As
that's
Domyoji can do whatever he
that's-
wants.
that's actually why I sort of like that guy, because he isn't just completely careful towards everything that isn't himself. And that's he scored 1 point with me.
What was his name? It upsets me that I can't remember the other two's names.
They
Like,
they're very much in the background. You don't see
I
them.
know the first name of the short-haired guy. They're not in the background for very long. Like, soon you get to learn about their backstories and stuff, and then you get to know them better.
Yeah.
But anyway, I blah. And did you like anyone who weren't F4s, Kapuchu-kun? Did it freeze? Kapuchu? Hello?
He's
I
thinking
think I
so
broke
loudly I
him.
can hear it all over here. He's moving. He's alive.
Is he? I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
He's moving.
Did I break you? Are you broken? Hello?
I'm actually trying to find someone I somewhat like.
So hard. So facing the wall.
I think the protagonist's mother.
She is amazing!
Oh yeah.
Ah!
That's it.
She's Mrs. Bennett. She's Mrs.
No,
Bennett.
actually, I don't like her. She's just wants to marry her daughter off. I don't like her.
She wants to marry her off to a rich man.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah,
a difference.
that's as low as it gets. I hate that kind of people.
That kind of people.
That kind of people.
Oh my goodness.
Don't
She's
touch
Mrs.
her.
Bennett. That's all I'm saying. She's Mrs. Bennett. Right, Frosty?
She's a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
It just wants
Kapuchu, do you
money.
even know who Mrs. Bennett is?
No.
Mrs. Bennett is the mother from Pride and Prejudice who wants to marry off all her daughters to the richest of men.
Oh yeah, and she's just. I
Oh,
read
I feel like reading Pride and Prejudice now.
I know the characters so well because I did a big ass assignment on that book.
Oh, what a beautiful choice. Oh, Jane Austen's works are beautiful. Okay, let's move on. Hi, Capucci.
Wait, I'm gonna join in on that little thing you're doing there. I'm just gonna read my history book instead.
You're gonna read your what?
History book we're currently working with, sort of working with in my history class.
Why is everyone bringing out the books?
Guess we can. I
Oh.
could bring something else up.
Oh yeah, well this is a book I've been working in.
Wow, looks boring.
It's friggin' boring. It's a textbook, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but wait. Take a look at this one.
Come in there. Oh, not bad. Speaking of which, how's that drawing of mine going?
Good.
Why are you guys so bad at paying attention? Okay, to get us back on track, we gotta get back on track. Drawing style, opinions.
Minimalistic. It's minimalistic. Though it doesn't seem like there was put that much effort behind it. It seemed lackluster to me.
I didn't like the style either. I was just like, boring.
Honestly, one of the biggest turnoffs of that story is the art style. I really don't like it. Every time I see a manga with that style, I turn away immediately. I don't want to read that kind of stuff.
What I've found is it's actually a very it's a very normal sort of drawing style for shoujo and josei anime mangas. Good God, mangas from that time. Like now, if you look at it, now in this day and age, now the more common drawing style for a shoujo/josei is somewhere in between Skip Beat and Bokura ga Ita, or something like that. It's like in between there. But back in like the early 90s, it was the same as Hana Yori Dango. That was the usual.
That was
the norm.
like the peak of art.
The peak of art.
Amazing.
I could do that.
Okay, now of the developments. You found it cliche that she fell for Hanazawa Rui. Okay. Frosty, what were your feels on her falling for Hanazawa Rui?
Jordan, I would just like to point something out. Try to compare that to Twilight. There's no difference.
Better love story than Twilight. Screw you.
There's no difference. It's the exact same.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
He's that mysterious loner that is among a group of people that is looked upon as the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And he's...
At least they don't sparkle.
Actually, he kind of does at some points. At least in her eyes, I'm sure.
It's more like sparkle of charm. Jeez.
Charm? What charm? He's
like
a fucking stone. There's no emotion in that guy.
You know what's actually kind of interesting is that in the Taiwanese one they say he's autistic.
Well, would you look at that? Why would you fall for him?
Well, to be fair, he is really sweet.
Once you get to know him.
He is so sweet later on. Oh my god.
He's a dick.
Not really, no.
I don't care about you. He openly insults her again and again and again.
It's because he's the kind of person who's like, hey, can you just not bother getting close to me? I find it annoying to get close to people because then I have to put in effort. Thank you, quickly, before I start caring. Go away. Now.
May I just point out that at some point in, I think it was chapter 16, he told her that if I hated you, I wouldn't carry you because you were so heavy. You don't say that! He's an asshole! Edward Cullen is kinder than he is. He's more interesting than he is.
Wow.
Yes, I said it.
Wow, don't Kapuchu.
Edward Cullen is more interesting than Rui.
Anything about Twilight is better than Hana Yori Dango because I will kick you out of the Skype call. Not a Skype call, it's a Google Plus Hangout. I will kick you out of this Hangout.
Bye. Edward
Why
Cullen
don't I
is
have
more
the
interesting
balls?
than Rui.
I don't accept it. I'm sorry. I don't.
I said
just-
it.
I'm just listening to this discussion and just doodling. Just,
Frosty, you have to pick a side now.
I'm not picking any side.
You have to.
Pick the Twilight side. I never thought I'd say that.
I don't like
God, where's my
Twilight, so
gun?
fuck off. Even though I may be a girl, and so many girls like Twilight that is so ridiculous, I hate Twilight with a burning passion.
Look, I thought the books were okay until I read the last one, and then the
Yeah.
movies came out, and it was like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh my god.
I have
The
12
books
of
are
the
better.
Twilight.
The books are better than the movies. Just saying.
They are better, but they're not by much. They're just
Yeah.
okay. If I want to say anything about those books, they're okay.
I have 2 Twilight books. I use them to support my computer.
To support your computer.
Yeah, they
That's how it's done.
it stands on them to
Hmm?
give it some air underneath.
Yep, I've seen it.
Amazing.
I'm I think I'm gonna do that too. Just Twilight.
I didn't have a brick, so I used those instead. Used them instead.
Yum yum. I've forgotten all of my questions because
Don't.
you took to join us, Kapuchu. I had it all planned out, and now it's just all gone.
How? Okay, let's see. What do you think of the way she handles the bullying, the red tagging?
I really like that she was just standing up against it and just be like, "Sup, dicks? You guys are dicks,
Yeah.
man. Oh my gosh, you guys are so stupid." Ugh.
And then kicked him in the face and got an admirer at the same
Yeah.
time.
I love
The
that she
same
kicked him in
guy.
the face, though. I teared out loud when she did that. I was like, "Yes! I like you. You can stay."
My reaction was something like this.
Okay, Kapuchu, we get it. You hated the manga. You can stop.
I didn't hate it.
Jesus.
I didn't hate
You
it.
totally hated it.
I was bored the first 8 chapters, then it got a tiny bit interesting.
A tiny bit interesting.
Yeah, so much that I didn't check what chapter I was on every 5 seconds.
I thought it was every 2 minutes.
Okay, every 2 minutes.
Hmm.
So,
Someone else pick questions to ask. Frosty, stop doodling and ask questions. Stop showing us your hentai. Jeez.
It's not hentai, it's a drawing. It's a sketch.
that looked like one of those things from Star Wars, the one with tentacles on their heads. So, yes, hentai, it has tentacles. Your argument is invalid.
I'm just
It
gonna throw
has
it away.
tentacles. Your argument is invalid. Ah.
But I did not use a pencil or regular pencil to draw. I used this. A Google Schreiber.
Frosty, stop deriling. Just get on with the question.
I don't know what you asked.
Well, Kapuchu's your friend who has now recently been exposed to a manga you really enjoy. Don't you have any questions you want to ask him to know his opinion on?
Would you read something like this again, yeah? Okay.
What?
Just if you want, if it's possible to make him read something like this again, because I have a good suggestion for the next manga, just saying.
Something gender neutral, please. Something less
Well,
cliche.
Actually,
Something with a better
Kapuchu
art
gets
style.
the next decision of what we're gonna read. So you get the week after, Frosty.
I've already decided. So
Yes, I know, and we'll talk about that when we get to the end. Now stop jumping the gun, guys. Just
I don't have a gun. I wouldn't even jump it. It's not that good for a sex toy.
Dun dun dun!
Are you sure it's not that you don't have a gun? It's just that you fire blanks.
Shit, boy.
I don't get it.
It's okay, Kapuchu. Maybe one day you'll understand.
Yeah. One day. And when that day comes, I'll give you champagne.
No, he only gets the champagne if he discovers they aren't blanks. Because then that's celebration. But we'll never know. Not until he's married and having a family. Now let's move on, because now we're beating this joke to death.
Yeah, what was that about waiting until marriage, Jordan?
Shut up, Kapuchu! Jeez! Jeez, Kapuchu!
Hypocrite.
Wow! Wow. Thanks, Kapuchu. It's nice to know. It's good to know how you feel. It's nice to know what your feels are. But you're completely missing the point of what the joke was actually about. Ugh.
I still miss the point. I don't get what you meant about firing blanks, but whatever, let's get
It means
back.
you're impotent! Ah! That's what firing blanks means. It refers to impotence. I'm not saying that I know for a fact that you are. I was just making a really cheeky joke. Do you understand now? Are we okay now?
Manda?
I want to slap you so hard right now.
In slow motion, please.
Ah!
Okay, seriously, back to the point. Is there any other question you want to ask? Frosty, Sana, whatever.
No. My brain just farted, so
Wow.
Yep.
What did you
That's
think
it
of
up.
Shizuka, like, in general? I've already gotten Frosty's feels, but Kapuchu, what are your feels on Shizuka?
Who? Oh,
Shizuka.
yeah.
The
woman
Ojo-san.
in France. She seems nice initially, but I have a horrible feeling that she's a manipulative bitch.
Will it count as a spoiler if I want to tell you the answer to that feeling?
No,
Yeah.
I won't. I
Maybe.
won't really care. I'm not gonna read any more of it.
Well, to be honest, you don't get to see her very much after that, but she is not a manipulative bitch. She's genuine. Everything you've seen of her, that's who she is. She's genuinely like that.
So it's not on purpose that she is playing along with Rui.
Okay, that may be a little bit bitchy, but that's in a different sense.
Yeah, because that's the conversation she had with him. That the protagonist was listening in on.
On the cruise ship.
Yeah, that gave me the feeling that I just thought that, yep, she's a manipulative bitch. And
It's not that, it's
from
just that she
point
has this odd
onwards-
sense of possessiveness over Rui. But then that goes away.
So she's possessive.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, then again, I should have kind of saw that one coming when she said, my Rui.
Yeah. What did you think of the trio of bitches? There were 3 of them, right? The trio of bitches.
The one from which ones? Yeah.
The first 3 trio. Remember when they was writing on the board saying how she had like 2 abortions and whatnot, and then those 3 bitches were like wiping it off the board, and it turned out it was them who wrote it there.
Yeah.
What are your guys' feels on the 3 bitches?
Let's see.
Can I kill them?
I'm going to impersonate Satan, Lucifer, the devil, whatever you want to know. Please go away! Basically, they can go burn in whatever purgatory that exists that isn't hell, because Satan doesn't want them there. Go to
I was getting so
Tartarus.
annoyed.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
I was getting so annoyed by them. I was like, why do they keep following them everywhere? Why do they have to go everywhere? I hate these characters. Kill them. And
Because
how do you
they're...
like?
Well, that...
Because they're...
I hate them. Seriously, they are the kind of characters, the kind of people that just want to marry into money. They don't care about anything else but money. at themselves and
Yeah, I was about to say
status.
that.
They are superficial, they are greedy,
Hmm?
they're shallow,
No souls.
manipulative, and
Yep.
ruthless. Just really ruthless. They don't care about anything. Anything that doesn't negatively impact
That
themselves.
doesn't benefit them, or
Yeah.
that doesn't negatively affect them.
Yeah, anything that doesn't affect them, they don't care about.
Yep. And what did you think about the way Tsukushi dealt with them?
How'd you deal with them?
When they invited her to that function, and then she showed up wearing just like jeans and stuff, and then they were just like, "Oh my gosh, why would we ever invite a dog like you here? Like, this is high society. You don't belong here. You should just go home, back to your little hole or something."
3 words describe what I thought. In your face.
I know, right? It was just like,
Bitch.
Bitches!
Yeah, really, that was... I actually cheered a little for her at that point because that was well played.
It was well played.
She used her own disadvantage to actually win that battle, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually quite well played.
Yeah.
on her part.
Agreed.
Oh, goodness. But those 3 bitches keep on coming back. They're like a disease. They just...
They're like Team Rocket.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. Even Team Rocket is better than that.
Yeah, but if you
Sure.
look at it, they keep reappearing all the time. They do. Team Rocket. Ayo.
Prepare for trouble. Make it double.
Make it triple.
No, don't. Please don't. Donor works when it's the original.
I know.
To protect the world from devastation. To unite all people within their nation.
Are you having fun, Kapuchu nerd?
Jesse.
Captain.
James.
Meow.
No.
Meowth.
It's up to the stars above. I can't remember the last part. Whatever.
How disappointing.
You were doing so good.
Okay.
I'm
you
disappointed in you,
do it.
Kapuchu.
Come on, you do it. I'm waiting.
What? I didn't grow up watching Pokemon.
I'm waiting. Come on, do it.
I've never said I could do it. I'm just being sarcastic.
Don't be a dick.
I'm allowed to be whatever dick I want. Gosh.
She doesn't have one, so she can be a ghosty dick.
I'm sorry, I left my strap on in my other car.
You have a car.
Is it purple?
I do. It's actually a pink car. We've spoken about this. Stop derailing.
Derailing.
I win.
Huh?
I gonna.
South African, isn't it?
I think that's Zulu, but I'm not sure.
Zillow.
Wait, there were clicks. It's gonna be Koza. There were clicks.
Clicks. Click,
Oh,
click.
jeez.
I'ma click your ass, bitch.
No, I have this theory that like English is kind of a lazy language because when we speak, we don't actually move our mouths very much. We don't put a lot of effort. We don't pronounce words funny. Like when I compare it to Danish, it feels like you have to be more actively involved in speaking Danish.
Yeah.
But when you consider
it's a very guttural language.
when you consider how lazy English is, imagine how lazy the black languages are, like Xhosa and Zulu. You click, no noises come out. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lazy.
I know, right?
But wouldn't it be so epic if you can speak a language like you and a couple of friends, and that would be your code, like your code between each other. You know the code, like someone is gonna click something.
Pele!
Let's go out. Let's get out of here, bitches. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And Frosty, so we ended on chapter 16. So in the developments, because we can see stuff is happening between her and Domyoji towards the end there. So what did you think of what was happening toward the end there?
Why didn't you kick him again?
Because he was scary, okay?
Why did you kick him
I was
again?
thinking that too, actually.
Honestly,
I was thinking that too.
I can understand why she didn't react that way, because I don't know it from first-hand experience, but I've heard enough accounts of how it is to know that the way she reacted was actually very natural.
it's just that at that point she was so used to him just like stuffing around, you know. At that point he wasn't such a scary bully anymore because now she was technically being around him more and she saw a different side of him, so she started to see him in a different light. So when he suddenly got like crazy, when he suddenly got his crazy eyes on, she did not know how to react. If she hadn't been used to him in that way, she probably would have been able to like punch him in the face and make a run for it. But at that point she didn't really want to.
I'm actually not so sure about, because he still was at that level of douchiness, so just if it can be said that way. But she just, I'd say, got more resilient. She'd seen him as being just a common douchebag. Or just a common douchebag. So when he actually went and became downright evil, then it was a major shock. It was above and beyond anything else she had seen or could have expected of him.
But then again, you say that, but he nearly got some random dudes to rape her in like the first 2 chapters. So at the same time, she's aware that he's capable of that sort of thing at that point. Isn't that right?
Yeah, but there's a difference there. He just told them to do it. But here he's doing it himself. But I think that isn't the biggest shock of it all. I think the biggest shock of it all is actually how he reacts when she literally begs him to stop.
That's why it's such an important moment, though. It's like, it's one of those highlight moments for me. It's an important moment for me because it shows how much he actually loves her, because when she's crying and begging him to stop, he snaps out of it and he's like, okay, I'm sorry, please don't cry anymore. And then he just kisses her.
I don't think he snaps out of it. I really don't think
he does.
No, because it's still in that insane mood. But he just goes from... I think the best way I could describe it is something akin to schizophrenic. He jumps from one personality to another.
No, he did snap out of it. He did. You see it in the next chapter. You see it clearly in the next chapter that he's back to normal. And he don't give no shits no more. Frosty, what is with that face?
Nothing. Just listening.
She's watching hentai.
Frosty, what are your feels on chapter 16 and the contents therein?
I just... I don't know. I can say I like the chapter, so... I don't know. I just have a brain fart. My brain's not working right now.
It's because you're not paying attention. You're sitting reading hentai.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking about stuff.
About hentai.
No.
Would you stop that, you Neanderthal?
I could beat that, just so you know.
Oi.
Oh, God.
I wasn't even trying.
No, this is not going to turn into a burp contest. You two stop that.
I could just start right now if you want to.
I will slap you, Frosty. I will reach to this screen and I will swap you.
Screen? What?
The screen.
Screen!
Oh, jeez.
Genital, my cookies again, I'm gonna get...
I beg your pardon?
I'm just singing something.
You're singing about genital Mike.
No, I was saying this. Shannon stole my cookies again. I'm gonna kill him.
That's not what I heard.
Something that's even more disturbing. I can say something even more disturbing as... Wait, if you want
I don't doubt you.
Want me to prove it?
Kapuchu, are you enjoying just practicing breathing super deeply through your nostrils?
Let's go over dramatic.
My nose is blocked. Screw you guys.
That sounded like death by Snoo Snoo.
I hate you both so much right now.
We love you too.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say something else. Okay. Well, you know what? I think we're done talking about those first 16 chapters, but what I would just like to say is that Kapuchu, if you gave it a little bit more of a chance, I know it was a stretch to get you to read up to chapter 16. There are more cliches installed, but at the same time, you know what? You're a dude. It doesn't matter. You won't enjoy it as much as I did. The little girl in me was just like, the whole time. I was like,
Is there something of you that isn't a little girl?
That's true. That's actually very true. You have a good point there. Would you stop that?
Stop what?
You're breathing super heavily through your nostrils.
Sorry.
Now look at that. You've gotten... Frosty, stop giving in to peer pressure. He doesn't control you.
I'm used to it over the years, so I'm like, meh.
You used to being controlled by me?
Well, you are kind of like her big brother.
I am?
I love Frosty's phrase. She was like,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Whatever you say.
So, is there anything more we were to talk
oh,
about?
what I was gonna say is that the rest of that manga it appeals to the little girl inside my heart, inside my heart places, and including the one shots that she brought out to like tie it all together at the end. I was like, I love this manga. I love it so much. I want to raise my little girls on this. This is romance. I love it.
Ichigo 100% go read that and you'll know a true romance.
That's a harem, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's only three girls. It's not so much
That
a
still
harem.
counts as a harem.
No,
I'm
actually not.
I'm not having my kids read that because that gives them very unrealistic expectations. Next thing you know, I have a son and he reads that and he's like, "It's okay, I'll have like 3 or 4
May I
girls
just
chasing after me."
point something out? The main character only ever goes for one person, and he actively does it.
So does Kirito. So does Tomoyo.
Yeah, but that Sword Art Online isn't a harem. God.
How many girls were there that fell in love with him, though? Let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but they weren't
That
all
still
going for
counts.
him at the same time, which is the definition of a harem. Every one of them gave up. Everyone except Asuna.
It's still a harem if they've got hot girls. It is. It still counts. It still
One of them
totally
is
counts.
similar to his freaking little sister.
So
Incest.
he
That's
doesn't have a
wrong.
little sister. He's got a cousin. That's his cousin.
She counts as a sister, and we only know her as a sister at that point.
Cousin. It's still incestuous, but she's still his cousin.
That depends if you're a redneck or not.
Oh! No, it still would count as incest.
Sure.
It still would.
Yeah.
If there
Everything is technically incest.
Actually, no. Incest only accounts up till second cousins. After that, it's not incest.
You're still tied by blood to that person. Very, very far back, but you're tied by blood. Or connected by blood, whatever it's called.
Just don't make me throw my table. Stop making me want to throw my table, Kapuchu. I'm not having this discussion.
I'll leave a table.
All people with blue eyes originate from the same person. So if two people with blue eyes.
You're very smart, Kapuchu. Blah 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 blah.
What?
I don't have good blue eyes, so.
I don't have blue eyes either.
I have musk green/gray something. I have
olive green/hazel.
Mine. Wait. Mine. Well, babies are born with blue eyes. Then they change to brown, and now they're green and brown.
Not all.
Hana had blonde hair until he was 5 years
Yeah.
old, and then suddenly it went
Usually-
brown.
Anyway, somewhat back on track. Next week will be a manga by the author of Kirino. I can't remember the name, but the manga we're going to read for next week is Half and Half.
What's it about, Kapuchu? Spoiler free.
It's about two people, a boy and a girl, that both of them die in an accident. They are then given a chance of life again, where they both share the same body. After a certain period of time, they will have to choose which one of them is to survive, and the other one will die.
That is very horrible, but that just reminded me a little bit of this really random manga anime I watched once. It was called The Midori Days. Please go look that up. Please just go look that up, and the picture for it will just show you everything you need to know. Please.
But yes, Half and Half, a boy and a girl sharing a body, plus that body is actually female. That's going to be fun.
Oh, looks like
I know the
someone
manga.
in one of our friends in the chat. One of our friends in the chat knows it. Koji Seo.
Yep.
Seo.
That's the author.
They love it.
Kimi no Iromachi is another manga by that author, and one of my favorite, actually.
Midori Days. Have I got the right thing? I do have the right thing. Here it is. Here it is, guys. I'm gonna link it in the chat. You guys can look at it. I'm just gonna link it here. Comments cannot contain links. Oh, come on! This is me here.
You
You're
can
fine,
if
I'll
you
just
just
send it to you
instead of
guys.
using the actual dot, you just write dot. Just dot instead of using the dot itself. There it works.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah.
There, I sent you the link. Go look at that. Just go look at one of the pictures that they've got there, please. Oh my goodness. Midori Days was quite an experience, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, guys, we're reading Half and Half for next week. How long is the manga? Are we reading the whole manga, or are we reading
We're going to read the whole thing. It's ongoing, but 7 chapters long.
It's only 7 chapters long?
Yeah.
When did it start exactly? Out of pure curiosity.
2013 and 2012. Can't remember.
I think based on how long it is now, and considering this sounds like a monthly release, I would say 2013.
Possibly, but it haven't been updated since, I think, August.
August. Are you sure you should just go look it up on a different website? Probably because the one you're reading it on is just like, well, this suddenly got licensed, so we can't read it here. So you guys are gonna have to go find it elsewhere now. Kapuchu, you're breathing so deeply. Were your sinuses super loosened up during the move? Did you jiggle around a lot? Is that what's happening here? Did you give yourself a post-nasal drip?
Nope.
Frosty, why are you so quiet?
I'm just listening. And no, I'm not
You're
watching any
reading something.
hentai. Just shut up.
You're reading something or you're looking something up?
I'm looking something up.
I'm actually looking the facts up. So
The facts of what? Oh, those facts you told me about. Yes, look them up.
yeah. I just found out a little fact that this manga
Okay.
you
I
actually
have some news regarding Half and Half. There's an article here that says that the Half and Half will be taken up again in the July issue.
Okay.
June issue on Besatsu Shonen magazine on May the 9th. It looks like he put it on hiatus because of Kimi no Iromachi, A Town Where You Live.
Oh, did he do that one?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
A wonderful manga. So
That's
sad.
that. When I read the synopsis, I was like, I don't feel like a harem because it's the way you read it.
It actually
When you
isn't.
read it, it sounds like it's a harem. No, I just
Yeah,
didn't feel it.
but it actually isn't. But I remember
Is it
that was
another case when there are like 5 or 6 really hot chicks hanging out around him, but only one going for him? That still counts as a harem. I don't
No,
care what
but
you say.
yeah, but that isn't what it is in Kimi no Iromachi. It's
Okay.
actually only. Well, he has a girlfriend, dumps her, goes for another one, dumps her, goes for another one. Basically, every relationship he has ends in a catastrophe until one actually works out. But that still ends in a catastrophe 2 or 3 times before it works out.
Well, look, as long as it's not school days. As long as
Um,
it's not school days, I'm fine.
It does contain school days, but well,
No,
they
no, I
are
mean,
they
you know
are
what I mean.
high school students, but it progresses over the years until it actually finishes when they have a job and.
Okay, so it's not like
No,
in the space of like 3 months. That's good. I like the idea of
it's
that.
over 10 years.
Oh, that sounds good, actually. I should watch that, read that.
The
I should
final,
read that nonsense.
the final chapter has a mini version. Sure. You didn't hear
Chibi
what I
Cop?
said. You didn't hear what I said.
What didn't I hear?
Exactly.
What didn't I hear? Tell me, and I'll tell you if I heard it or not.
I was about to give you a major spoiler.
Oh, there was a little something. Chibiko!
Exactly. You didn't hear what I said.
Thank goodness. Okay, so Frosty, tell us what you found, since that's actually pertinent to this podcast, since we're talking about Hana Yori Dango.
Once more, please.
Half and Half also has an anime adaptation.
Yep.
Adaptation, even though there's only 7 chapters. Now shut up, Kapuchu. Frosty, speak.
Please repeat your question. I was lost in thought. I was thinking about something for tomorrow.
What did you find when you were researching about the mangas?
Oh,
About Hana Yori Dango?
well, I did find that it was actually back in the day when it came out, around the time when it came out, it was actually one of the highest grossing mangas. It made 7,750,000,000 yen in no time.
Which one?
And Hana Yori Dango, the one we just read for today. And I found out that it actually won an award or 2 for being the #1 most sold manga around the time it came out. So it was extremely popular, and I've found that it has been made into several series, including the manga adaptation, of course, and all the other series.
Serializations.
Yeah, and I've heard, and I think there's a movie or 2 too, but
there is one anime movie that I know about, and then there's also a Japanese one. There's a Japanese movie that came after the Japanese adaptation.
There is actually the live Japanese adaptation, real life movie about it. I think we're gonna watch just for fun, see how good it is.
Nope.
Kapuchu, you need to read the chat. Go onto it and read the chat. Hama just said something really funny. And I say just, but I mean we're lagging anyway, so.
Okay, I'm going to want to look it up. I don't.
I don't feel like it.
Okay, the thumbnail is you, Jordan. Closed eyes and smiling like you just smoked the biggest joint in the world.
Actually, that's when I was having my dessert. I don't know if you were here for that, but I was having a dessert and I just took one bite and I was like, oh god, yeah.
You really?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, the comment section is fucked up.
It's on the side. It's up on the right side.
Out. Tentacles is not equals hentai. KAHLK0. Yes, it is. Shut up.
Calco. Just say it like that. Kapuchu, you have to say that username with your best Russian accent. Do it.
Calico.
Worth it.
Oh!
The real cliffhanger is whether or not Kapuchu will actually read the next. Oh, shut up, Hamazaki!
Flip through this.
Of course I will.
Ah, jeez. Score it.
Score. Bunt.
I actually did.
Bunt in the pisse.
Did you finish that can yet, Kapuchu?
Yeah, I just did.
You have to finish it before we end up here.
I just did.
Well,
you have
open
to
a new one and finish it.
Yeah, you had to finish a new one in one
Get a
go.
new one. Get a new one and drink it.
No.
Ah, you're no fun. I
Pussy.
thought you were Danish. You're just a sellout.
I'm tempted. I actually tempted to just go, well, screw it, I'm going to do it.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Nope.
Do it! Aw.
Nope.
Dick.
I know
Fuck you.
Yeah, I have one. What about it?
Wow, really?
Yeah, really.
You're an embarrassment, Kapuchu. My gosh. Okay, so we're reading half and half, all 7 chapters, guys, for next week.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye. Also, Half and Half was originally published as just a one-shot in 2012.
But
Useless
just judging
trivia.
by its
Yes,
It-
by the
our
popularity.
good friend Chris, my friend Chris, Amazon my friend Chris, decided to tell us that in the chat. If you actually read, he says, read the one shot. It was side work at the time and stuff.
Calc. Oh,
Calc. Just calc. Forget the zero. The zero is just there for show.
Calc zero. Calc zero. That's the new
Calc
trick.
zero. Make it sound like he's a Pokemon. Calc zero.
Calc zero. Two zero.
No, wait, no, he's a Digimon. Calc
Yeah,
zero. Digimon 2. Armored Calcomon.
Okay, that's just juicy.
Wait.
Calc man.
Calcomon. Digimon 2. Armored Calco Digimon. Wait, I already said
I
Armored.
just saw one of the.
Calco Digimon. Fuck it.
I just saw one of Hamasaki's comments by freaking Snoo.
I freaking Snoo. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, I have one. Kapuchu 2014. Whoop!
Oh, jeez. Okay, guys.
Are you done, Calco?
Calco. Calco.
Calco. Calico.
Hamasaki's news comment.
Yeah, I have one.
Kapuchu 2014. Bitches!
I think it's safe to say that this is the least we've ever talked about the manga for our APA mangas, and the most we've just fucked around and read the comments.
We should. The zero is because I forgot my old password, so apparently that makes me a Digimon. Yep, but it does. From now
I
on, you
sound
are
like
a
a
Digimon.
Pokemon.
You are a Digimon. Don't go away from it.
Digimon monsters, Digimon are the champion.
Ding, ding, ding. For fuck's sake,
And
now
oh my god, it is such a rip-off of Pokemon. Did you know it was actually made by the same people who made Pokemon when it came to the actual anime?
They were? That explains
Yeah.
why they are so similar.
I know.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my god, it's such a rip-off. Meanwhile, it was made by the same people. It's like, haha, joke's on you.
Joke!
Oh, goodness. Okay, now we better bring this to an end because this is just too much. This is just too much, guys.
Too much awesomeness.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So you're going to Digivolve from Calco to Calc 1.
Digimon! Sorry.
Coco Digivolve 2. Golden Iron Pokemon!
No, no, just Calc 1 from Calco.
Kalkmon. Oh, that's
No,
so
Calc
boring.
1.
Kalkmon.
Super evolves into Calc 2!
And so it keeps going until it's over 9,000 Kalk. Kalk over 9,000.
9,000!
That is his final form.
Fuck.
Calco, whatever your name is. I am so not sorry.
Sorry yet, not sorry.
Kalk 9,000. You gotta
I
have the
could
golden
just
egg for
im-
that, Chris. You gotta
I
have the
could
golden
just-
egg.
I can just imagine him sitting there. Oh, God.
No, going straight for calc 1000 and 9001.
He's gotta have the golden egg for that. He can't just skip it. Ah!
Golden egg?
Yes,
What's
I
that?
think it only came in like the fourth. I think it only came in like the fourth season or something. When you
Oh,
get the,
that's
when you have
right.
the golden egg, you can digivolve to golden armored whatever.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like
It
that.
doesn't
Like
get.
I think it actually happened in one of the first movies. I think it was like the part of the first movie, but it was technically the second. I was just like shoved onto it for like the sake of the video or the DVD or whatever. When it was
Yeah.
the second generation of Digimon peoples, and then in the end they conquered the virus, whatever it was, with the golden Digi-Egg. Look, it's a super old movie. There's no spoilers. I just made myself feel really old by saying that. I still remember renting that movie out from the video store and watching it on VHS. And being
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I want Digimon! Ah!
I understand.
So,
that looked so wrong.
okay, guys, seriously now, seriously, we
Uh,
should stop here. Yes, Kapuchu,
I just like to point out that.
the pint out.
Pint? You wanna... Here.
You've had enough pints for one night, young man.
Jordan,
Yeah.
Pokemon aired for the first time 15 years. No, 17 years ago. Feeling old?
I didn't watch it when it first aired, so there. I think it actually
16
stopped
years.
showing in my country after like one season, and then it came back like 10 years later.
Yeah. But trying to think about it, 16
Yeah.
years ago, September 8th, 1998, Pokemon aired for the first time.
I hate you. Why are you making me feel old?
I'm 20, go fuck yourself.
No,
I'll
don't
pass,
feel-
thanks.
Don't feel old. Feel as if you are part of a great generation.
That's true.
You do know we are known as a failed generation, just saying.
We're known as the failed generation. When this generation is listening to Justin Bieber, I'm sorry, what? I'm not accepting this.
Just look apart those weird ones, okay? We are the true generation over here, okay?
We're the awesome generation. The
Yeah,
90s
we're the
kids
good
are
part.
amazing. We had
Yeah, we are
Pokemon,
the
damn it.
amazing ones.
Yeah.
We
had
are the
Pokemon, we had
anime
Dragon
loving
Ball.
generation.
The original, actual Dragon Ball finished in 1989, so.
Yeah.
Shut up, it's technical detail. We had Dragon Ball Z. There. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z.
That's
Yeah.
not the
I did
real
too.
Dragon Ball.
Technically, it kind of still is. Because technically, it's just him getting older. If you look at the manga, it's just one manga that's just Dragon Ball. So technically, it kind of still is. So there.
By the end of the original Dragon Ball manga, Bulma is over 60 years old. Try to let that sink in for a moment.
But Bulma's so pretty. Why is she over 60? Ah!
She's over
It is good.
60. I think I once calculated that by the end of the manga, Son Goku is 64 years old. And Bulma was, I think, 4 years older than he is.
And Hama's only comment right now is, you guys suck at Digimon.
Hey!
And when the video actually catches up, he'll tell you how much we suck at Dragon Ball because he grew up reading those mangas. He has
So did
many.
I have all 42 volumes.
I think he also has all 42 volumes.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
borrowed them from the library, but still it counts as I read them.
Okay, enough. Okay, guys, we're reading half and half. The 7 chapters that are out. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully, same co-host. We'll see you. Say bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Salut.
Wow.
Bye, guys. We will see you next week.